Imagine having a personality so rare and powerful that it makes you stand out in every crowd, yet keeps your heart quietly connected to something greater than the world around you. Yes, today we're diving deep into the beautiful signs that show you possess an extremely rare personality. One that's not just unique, but blessed with spiritual strength and wisdom straight from the guidance of Islam. These qualities aren't just about being different, they are about living with a purpose, feeling deeply, and walking a path few dare to follow. If you've ever felt like you're wired differently, more thoughtful, more sensitive, more aware, then this video is made for you. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll understand why your rare traits are gifts from Allah, meant to lead you to greatness in this life and the hereafter. 1. You think deeply about life, even when others don't. This is a special way of being that shows a powerful mind and a sensitive heart working together. When most people focus on what's in front of them, money, entertainment, or daily routines, you find yourself pausing to ask the bigger questions. What is the purpose of my life? Why am I here? What happens after this life? These questions are not easy, and many try to avoid them because they bring discomfort or uncertainty. But you face them, you wrestle with them, and in that process, you connect to something much greater than the day-to-day noise of the world. Thinking deeply means you are not content with surface-level answers, you crave truth. You want to understand the meaning behind your struggles and joys. This kind of reflection is a gift from Allah because it leads you toward wisdom and closeness to Him. When your mind dives into these big questions, your heart also grows in awareness. You start to notice the signs of Allah's presence in everything. The stars in the night sky, the rhythm of the seasons, the kindness in a stranger's smile. You understand that life is not random. It is a carefully designed test with lessons for you to learn. Sometimes this way of thinking can feel lonely. People around you may not understand why you're so quiet or why you seem so serious. They might tell you to stop worrying so much or to enjoy life more. But you know that these questions are necessary. They keep your soul alive. They prevent you from falling into a trap of meaningless distractions. Your thoughts often lead you to pray more sincerely. You ask Allah for guidance and mercy because you recognize your limits. You seek comfort in knowing that your questions have answers that only Allah can fully explain. This makes your heart hopeful and calm. You don't just accept life as it is. You look for the wisdom behind every event. You understand that trials and tests are part of growth, and your deep thinking helps you find peace in the struggle. Even though many people avoid thinking about death or the afterlife, you face these realities. You realize that this world is temporary, and the real home is the hereafter. This awareness changes the way you live. You become careful about your actions and sincere in your worship. You try to be better every day because you understand that life is a precious chance to earn Allah's pleasure. At times, your deep thinking may lead you to feel overwhelmed. The weight of the world's problems, the suffering you see, and the mysteries of existence can be heavy on your heart. But this heaviness shows how much your soul cares. It means you are sensitive and compassionate, not numb or indifferent. Instead of running away, you turn to Allah for comfort and strength. You remember that He is the most merciful and the best guide. Deep thinking sets you apart because it keeps your soul awake and your faith strong. It makes you someone who values meaning over momentary pleasure. It helps you appreciate the small blessings that others might overlook. It gives you the courage to ask difficult questions and the patience to wait for Allah's answers in His time. 2. You feel things more strongly than others. Feeling things more strongly than others is not a weakness. Rather, it is a profound strength that reveals the depth of your heart and the sensitivity of your soul. When you sense emotions so vividly, whether joy, sadness, pain, or hope, you experience the world in a way few others do. This heightened emotional awareness allows you to connect deeply with yourself, with others, and most importantly, with Allah. While many people might brush off feelings or hide their pain, you live in a state of emotional openness that can be both a challenge and a blessing. True. The intensity with which you feel things means you are not indifferent to the realities of life. You notice the little things others overlook. A silent cry behind a smile, the hesitation in a friend's voice, the sorrow in the eyes of a stranger. This sensitivity allows you to be compassionate and empathetic. You carry the burdens of those around you, and you feel compelled to pray for their relief and well-being. It is as if your heart holds a broader space, accommodating the joys and sorrows of many, creating a richness in your inner world that is rare and precious. This rare ability to feel strongly equips you with empathy, one of the highest qualities in Islam. You understand others' pain because you live it yourself. You are moved to kindness and generosity because you feel the needs of those around you. Your presence alone can comfort someone who is suffering. Your words carry weight because they come from a heart that truly listens and understands. Allah loves those who show mercy and compassion, and your emotional strength is a manifestation of this love. Sometimes, this sensitivity can lead to moments of loneliness or misunderstanding. You may feel overwhelmed by your own feelings or by the world's cruelty. During such times, it is important to remember that your emotions are a bridge between you and Allah. 3. You prefer solitude over shallow company. In a world that often praises loudness, busyness, and constant socializing, choosing to be alone might seem unusual or even lonely to others. But for you, solitude is a sanctuary, a place where your heart can breathe, your thoughts can settle, and your soul can reconnect with Allah. This choice is not about avoiding people because of fear or sadness. It is about valuing quality over quantity, depth over superficiality, and peace over chaos. When you choose solitude, you are showing that you understand the importance of protecting your inner peace. You know that being surrounded by meaningless chatter, gossip, or negativity can drain your energy and cloud your mind. Instead, you seek moments of calm where you can listen to your heart, read the Quran, or reflect on your journey. These quiet moments allow you to recharge and become stronger mentally and spiritually. Preferring solitude also means that you are self-sufficient emotionally. You do not rely on others for your happiness or validation. You find joy in simple things, a prayer, quiet walk, a moment of gratitude, and this inner contentment protects you from the emptiness many feel in constant social noise. Your peace does not depend on others' approval. It comes from knowing you are loved and accepted by Allah, the ultimate source of comfort. Sometimes people may misunderstand your need for solitude. They might call you shy, cold, or antisocial. But in reality, you are someone who values meaningful relationships over casual acquaintances. You prefer conversations that touch the heart and uplift the soul, rather than empty talk that wastes time. This selectiveness in friendships is not arrogance, it is wisdom. You know that true friendship is rare and precious, and it deserves to be treasured, not wasted. Solitude also provides the perfect environment for self-reflection and growth. When you are alone, you can evaluate your actions, correct your mistakes, and renew your commitment to Allah. It allows you to listen to the whispers of your heart, to understand your fears and hopes, and to seek forgiveness sincerely. In a busy world, solitude is the space where transformation happens quietly, but powerfully. Moreover, your preference for solitude shows emotional strength. It is easy to get caught up in social pressure or to pretend to be someone you are not just to fit in. But you have the courage to be yourself, even if it means standing apart. This authenticity is a rare gift in a world full of masks and facades. Your honest presence inspires others and paves the way for genuine connections when the time is right. Remember that solitude does not mean loneliness. It is a time of closeness with Allah, a time when your heart speaks to Him without distractions. It is in these moments that your faith deepens and your soul finds peace. The stillness of solitude allows you to hear the call of your Creator and respond with sincerity and love. 4. You feel like you don't belong in this world. This feeling often sits quietly in your heart, a subtle ache that tells you something is different about you. It's not that you dislike the people around you or the life you live, but deep inside, you sense that this world is not your true home. While others seem content chasing temporary pleasures or blending into the crowd, your soul whispers that you are meant for something higher, something eternal. This sense of not belonging is not a curse, but a profound sign of a rare and precious personality. Many people live as if this world is everything. Their focus is on wealth, fame, or comfort. But your heart knows better. You sense the impermanence of life. You understand that the rush and noise around you are distractions that pull people away from their true purpose. Your soul feels restless because it remembers a different place. A place of peace, beauty, and everlasting happiness. This feeling can sometimes cause loneliness or sadness, because you don't see many who share your vision. Yet this separation is a form of spiritual awareness that sets you apart. This feeling of disconnection often leads you to live differently from others. You may avoid the shallow pleasures that many seek, knowing they will not satisfy your soul. You may feel uneasy with superficial conversations or meaningless entertainment. Instead, you long for meaning, purpose, and closeness to Allah. Your actions, thoughts, and desires are shaped by this deeper awareness. You are not content with the ordinary because your heart is fixed on the extraordinary. The eternal rewards promised by Allah for those who are patient and faithful. At times, feeling out of place can be difficult. You might struggle with feelings of isolation or question why you seem different. This rare personality trait means you are not distracted by the fleeting desires of this world. You are focused on pleasing Allah and preparing for the eternal life. Your heart is connected to the hereafter, even if your body remains in this temporary life. This spiritual awareness helps you resist the temptations and traps that often lead people astray. You understand that true happiness comes from submission to Allah's will, sincere worship, and a clean heart. Your sense of not belonging also encourages humility. You realize that no matter how much you achieve in this world, it is all temporary. You become less attached to material things and more attached to spiritual growth. You seek knowledge, good deeds, and sincere repentance because you know these are the keys to success in the hereafter. This mindset protects you from despair and guides you toward a life of purpose. Furthermore, this feeling motivates you to be kind and patient with others. Even if you don't always fit in, you show compassion to those around you because you understand the trials everyone faces. You do not judge quickly, but instead try to help and support others on their journey. Your heart's awareness of the world's temporary nature allows you to look beyond surface differences and see the shared humanity in everyone. 5. You stand up for truth even when you stand alone. Standing up for truth, even when you stand alone, is one of the most courageous and powerful qualities a person can have. It requires strength, faith, and a heart connected deeply to Allah. In a world where many choose comfort over honesty, popularity over principle, and silence over speaking out, your ability to remain firm in truth shines like a bright light in the darkness. This rare quality is not easy to live by because it often means facing criticism, rejection, or isolation. But it is a path that leads to true honor and success, both in this life and in the hereafter. When you stand for truth, you show that your values are not dependent on what others think or say. You refuse to follow the crowd blindly or accept falsehood just because it is popular. Your heart knows that Allah loves those who are just, honest, and brave enough to speak up for what is right, even if they stand alone. Choosing truth over comfort can be lonely. People may not understand your courage or may try to silence your voice. You might lose friends or face opposition because your principles do not align with popular opinion. But remember, being alone in truth is far better than being surrounded by falsehood. Your heart's connection to Allah gives you strength beyond human limits. You are never truly alone because Allah is always with those who stand firm in His cause. This rare personality trait builds character and resilience. Each time you choose honesty, your faith grows stronger. Your trust in Allah deepens because you witness His support in your life. You learn patience and perseverance, knowing that trials in the path of truth are tests that purify your soul. Over time, your example inspires others. Your courage encourages those around you to reconsider their own values and to stand for what is right. Standing up for truth also means being truthful with yourself. It requires self-awareness and honesty about your own mistakes and weaknesses. You don't justify wrong actions or hide behind excuses. Instead, you seek to improve and hold yourself accountable before Allah. This inner truthfulness strengthens your outer courage because you know that true justice begins within. In daily life, standing for truth may take many forms: refusing to lie, speaking out against injustice, helping someone who is wronged, or simply being sincere in your intentions. Each small act of honesty contributes to a larger impact. Your rare personality shines when you consistently choose what is right, even when it is hard. The path of truth is also deeply connected to the concept of trust in Allah. You accept that the outcome may not always be what you desire, but you believe that Allah's plan is perfect. Your focus is on pleasing Him, not pleasing people. This trust brings peace to your heart and steadiness to your actions. It allows you to stand firm without fear or doubt. 6. You are extremely self-aware. Self-awareness means you know yourself deeply, your strengths, your weaknesses, your fears, and your hopes. It means you take the time to look inside your heart and mind, honestly, without excuses or denial. This kind of understanding is rare because many people live distracted, unaware of their true selves. But your ability to reflect on your thoughts and actions allows you to grow, improve, and draw closer to Allah with sincerity and humility. Being self-aware means you do not blame others for your mistakes or problems. Instead, you take responsibility for your actions and their consequences. You ask yourself tough questions like, did I do what Allah loves? Did I treat others with kindness? Where can I improve? This honest examination is not easy. It requires courage to face your flaws and weaknesses without running away or justifying bad behavior. But this courage is what separates you from those who remain stuck in repeating harmful patterns. Your extreme self-awareness also gives you humility. When you know your own imperfections, you become less judgmental of others. You understand that everyone is struggling in their own way. This empathy makes you a better friend, family member, and member of the community. You do not pretend to be perfect or better than others. Instead, you focus on your own journey and encourage others gently on theirs. Being self-aware strengthens your connection with Allah. When you recognize your faults, you turn to Him with a sincere heart. You ask for help, forgiveness, and guidance. You understand that true success is not in material gains or social status, but in pleasing Allah and purifying your soul. This deep awareness transforms your worship into something meaningful. Your prayers become heartfelt, your fasting more conscious, and your acts of charity sincere. Your personality shines because you are honest with yourself. You do not hide behind excuses or lies. You confront your weaknesses with courage and your strengths with gratitude. This honesty creates a strong foundation for making positive changes. Every day becomes an opportunity to become a better Muslim, a better person, and a better servant of Allah. Self-awareness also prepares you for the trials of life. When difficulties come, you do not panic or blame others. Instead, you reflect on what lessons you can learn. You see challenges as chances to grow in patience, faith, and reliance on Allah. This mindset brings peace to your heart because you trust that every experience is part of Allah's plan to bring you closer to Him. Moreover, your self-awareness helps you set healthy boundaries. You know when to say no to harmful influences and yes to things that benefit your soul. This protects you from distractions and temptations that can lead you away from the straight path. You are careful about what you watch, listen to, and who you spend time with, because you understand how these choices affect your heart and mind. In social situations, your self-awareness allows you to communicate clearly and authentically. You express your feelings and thoughts honestly, without fear or hesitation. This openness builds trust with others and deepens your relationships. People respect you because you are genuine and reliable. Your rare personality shines through your sincerity. 7. You can sense the energy of people instantly. This remarkable ability sets you apart in a world filled with noise and distractions. When you walk into a room or meet someone new, you don't just see their face or hear their words. You feel their presence, their emotions, and their intentions on a deeper level. This kind of intuition is a rare gift from Allah, allowing you to navigate relationships and situations with wisdom and care that many do not possess. This sensitivity to energy means you are finely tuned to the unseen. You notice when someone's smile hides pain, when their kindness is sincere or forced, or when a situation feels safe or threatening. Your heart acts like a spiritual radar, picking up signals that others miss. This awareness helps you protect yourself from harm. Avoid toxic people and surround yourself with those who truly uplift and support you. Because of this gift, you often find yourself trusting your instincts about people quickly. You don't need many words to know if someone is genuine or not. This helps you build meaningful relationships and avoid disappointment. While others may be fooled by appearances or empty promises, your heart sees through the surface to the truth beneath. This sensitivity also makes you compassionate. You feel when others are hurting, even if they try to hide it. Your empathy drives you to help, to pray for them, or simply to be present with kindness. This deep connection with others is a blessing, turning you into a source of comfort and support. However, this gift can sometimes feel overwhelming. Feeling the emotions and intentions of others so clearly can weigh on your heart. It can cause you to absorb negativity or become cautious about trusting. During such moments, it is important to turn to Allah for protection and peace. Remember that your ability to sense energy is a trust given to you, and with prayer and patience, you can use it wisely without becoming burdened. Your sense of energy also guides you in making decisions. Whether choosing friends, business partners, or even everyday encounters, your intuition helps you avoid trouble and find blessings. It is like having a compass that points you toward what is good and away from what is harmful. 8. You're always trying to improve yourself spiritually. Your heart is restless, not because of dissatisfaction, but because it recognizes the vast potential for growth and closeness to Allah. This desire to become better, more patient, more kind, more faithful is a sign of a rare and beautiful personality. It shows that you are not content with just going through the motions of life. Instead, you seek meaning and purpose in every moment. Improving yourself spiritually means you are always looking for ways to strengthen your connection with Allah. You pray with sincerity, not just habit. You read the Quran not just to fulfill a ritual, but to understand its guidance and let it change your heart. You seek knowledge about your faith, knowing that understanding deepens belief. You want your actions to reflect your inner values, and you constantly examine yourself to remove anything that blocks your path to Allah's mercy. Your spiritual growth is not about perfection but progress. You understand that everyone makes mistakes, but what matters is returning to Allah with a sincere heart. This awareness makes you humble and patient with yourself. Instead of being discouraged by setbacks, you see them as lessons and opportunities to become stronger in faith. You know that change takes time, but your commitment never wavers. This ongoing effort shapes your character. You become more forgiving, not only toward others, but also toward yourself. You develop gratitude for the blessings in your life, even during hardships. You learn to control your anger, speak kindly, and act with integrity. Your spirituality influences every part of your life, from how you treat your family to how you interact with strangers. Trying to improve yourself spiritually also means you are mindful of your thoughts and intentions. You guard your heart against negativity, envy, and pride. You strive to purify your soul through regular prayer, remembrance of Allah, and good deeds. This awareness helps you avoid the distractions and temptations that often pull people away from the right path. Your journey inspires those around you, even if they don't always say it. Your dedication shows in your actions and the peace in your demeanor. You become a source of light for others, encouraging them to seek their own spiritual growth. Your rare personality is marked by this quiet strength and unwavering faith. So there you have it. 8 powerful signs that show your personality is sporadic and beautifully crafted by Allah's wisdom. Remember, these traits aren't burdens. They are blessings that set you on a path of purpose, growth, and spiritual strength. Never doubt the uniqueness within you, because it's your guide to a meaningful life and eternal success. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more inspiring journeys of faith and self-discovery. Until next time, stay strong, stay true, and keep shining your rare light in this world.